Today I'm going to teach you how to hit a kicker on your wakeboard. Boom! Let's go! In this scenario, I'm currently riding left foot forward, so the easiest kicker for me to hit is going to be on my left, seeing as it's going to be on my heel side edge. One on the right is going to be slightly more difficult, but not that much harder on my toe side edge. The goal is to wait for the kicker to start coming towards me, and once it starts getting close, I'm going to start edging towards the bottom right corner of the kicker. So I'm waiting, it's getting closer, I'm getting a nice easy edge, like so. The reason why I'm hitting that part of the kicker is so that there's lots of room when I'm building momentum moving towards my left. If you hit it straight on, it'll pull you towards the center of the cable, and it's a little bit harder landing on your toe side edge. So the easiest way to hit it is with a tiny bit of momentum moving towards your left on your heel side edge. Now, right when I get to the kicker, I want to make sure that I flatten off my board so my body's perfectly upright. I'm not leaning back over my shoulders, perfectly centered. A very common mistake most people do when they hit a kicker for the first time is they'll stay on edge through the kicker. These features are slippery, so you want to make sure you flatten your board so your body's upright and you don't slip out. Shoulders and head directly over your board. I'm going to hold the handle low and into my lead hip. And I'm going to have a little bit of weight on my back foot. And as you're coming down for the landing, absorb the landing with your knees. Also, be sure to keep your nose pointed in the direction that you're traveling and land on edge moving away from the cable. This will ensure a much softer landing. If you're intimidated for the first kicker hit, something you can do to make it much easier is just absorb your knees as you're riding over the top. This will limit the amount of air you get and it'll make it much easier to land. All right, so let's show you an example of how it looks like whenever you absorb the kicker. I'm gonna come into a nice and easy, elbow low and in. There we go. Nice easy edge, and I'm just gonna poke my legs up. So I barely got any air at all. As you start getting better and better, you can start not doing anything with your knees, just keep your body upright. All right, now let's do the next step where I don't absorb the kicker. I'm just gonna keep my knees gently bent and absorb the landing. So I'm gonna come in a little bit harder, gonna flatten off, heel low and in. That gives you a little bit more air time. And then as you start progressing even more and start feeling comfortable doing that, you can start extending your legs, and that'll make you get much higher. As well as extending your legs, something else you can do to start improving is to start waiting longer and longer so you can edge harder and harder into that bottom corner. The longer you wait and the harder you extend your legs to the top, the higher you go. All right, and now that I'm very comfortable doing those two, I just want to send it. So now I'm gonna wait a long time so I can edge really hard and really extend my legs at the top of the kicker. We're going out really wide, my toes, edging out really hard on my heel toe edge. I'm gonna flatten off, extend, boom, let's go. Doing it big, you dig? And in this scenario, I'm gonna ride right forward to the kicker. I'm gonna wait for it to touch me, and a nice easy edge. I'm gonna flatten off, body upright, arm low and into my lead hip, a little bit of weight on my back foot. On that right kicker, I'm aiming for the bottom left corner. Moving towards the right, nice easy edge, let go with my backhand, and then a little bit of weight on my back foot, board flat. And always remember, it's always sicker off the kicker. And if it's your first time here, make sure you don't stress it, you just press it when it comes to subscribe button. Be sure to check out the merch store, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Yo!